If you're visiting Kyoto for the first time, chances are you'll want to see Kinkakuji, Arashiyama, Kiyomizu Dera, Fushimi Inari Shrine, Gion and Nishiki Market. But along with these iconic spots, I highly recommend exploring the Kamo River, which flows through the heart of the city. Biking along the river lets you visit not only the World Heritage Sites Kiyomizu Dera, Shimogamo Shrine, and Kamigamo Shrine, but also Gion, Nishiki Market, and the Kyoto Imperial Palace. On summer evenings, people gather to dine and drink on the Noryuryuka summer terraces, or to cool off by the riverside. The Kamo River is known as a place where rich nature coexists with the city, serving as a habitat for wildlife such as ducks, gray herons, and black-headed gulls, as well as fish like catfish and ayu. Because the river flows through Kyoto's central area, where many famous attractions are clustered, almost every visitor will see it at least once. So instead of just snapping a photo from a bridge, take a moment to walk along the river. The Kamo River Park stretches about 16 kilometers, and the 8 kilometers section from near Kyoto Station up to the UNESCO-listed Kamigamo Shrine is lined with many of Kyoto's most iconic sites on both sides. Especially during the hot season, walking along the river's green paths feels much more comfortable than walking on asphalt. The Kamo River flows through the very heart of Kyoto, a city of 1.4 million people. Yet thanks to the greenways and footpaths along its banks, the river feels like an extension of the city itself. Locals use it for commuting, shopping, and daily life, while visitors enjoy the relaxed pace and glimpses into everyday Kyoto life. With no traffic lights or cars, the riverside paths offer a stress-free way to explore the city. The river's width and depth are just right, making it possible to cross on foot in some places when the water is at a normal level. Both riverbanks are beautifully landscaped and well maintained, giving the area the feel of a garden in the middle of the city. North of Sanjo Bridge, you'll find lawns, sports fields, jogging and cycling paths, and tree-lined walking trails. Locals and tourists alike gather here to relax. Especially popular is the Kamo River Delta Park, where the river meets the Takano River. It's a favorite spot for students, families, and visitors to enjoy picnics and play in the water. You can even see Mount Hiei in the distance. It's famous as the birthplace of the Tendai sect founded by Saichou. Today, the Kamo River is calm and beautiful, but throughout Kyoto's long history as the imperial capital, it was also a wild river that frequently overflowed its banks. Emperor Shirakawa, who came to power in 1053 and ruled behind the scenes for 56 years, is said to have named 3 things beyond his control: the dice in Sugoroku, a board game, the warrior monks of Enryakuji Temple on Mount Hiei, and the ever-changing flow of the Kamo River. Over time, with flood control efforts starting in the late 16th century and continuing under the Tokugawa shogunate, the Kamo River gradually took on its present course. It was only in the modern era, from the late 19th to early 20th century, that the Kamo River came to be seen as the symbolic face of Kyoto. In the 1920s, Noryuryuka, riverside platforms for enjoying summer meals and tea, were built over the Kamo River, bringing the city and river much closer. In 1935, an unprecedented torrential downpour caused a major flood that swept away 15 of the 26 bridges over the Kamo River, including Gojo and Nijo bridges. Even part of Sanjo Bridge was lost, and all Riverside Nuryu-Yuka platforms were washed away. This led to major renovations, with rapid progress in high water terrace construction, green space creation, and landscape improvements. The undergrounding of the Keihan Railway and the covering of the Lake Biwa Canal, delayed by the turmoil of World War II, were finally completed in 1987. The riverbanks were landscaped, marking major progress in both scenery and flood control. In 1959, record rainfall of 288.6 millimeters in 24 hours surpassed that in 1935, but thanks to the major renovations, Kyoto was spared from severe damage. In today's Kamo River, flood control measures are seamlessly integrated into the landscape. A typical example is the small weirs found throughout the river, which reduce the riverbed slope to prevent erosion while also enhancing the water's sound and scenery. The Lake Biwa Canal, joining the river on its left bank at various points, was first built for water use and power generation, but its connection also helps regulate water volume during floods. Built 6 years after the 1935 Great Kyoto Flood, the upstream Hiragino Weir holds back the river once and diverts it into multiple channels, reducing the risk of flooding downstream. When driftwood or debris from upstream slides down like a chute, it can damage downstream bridge piers or get caught on them, blocking the channel. This weir also helps stop such debris. Just upstream from the Hiragino Weir, beside the Hiragino baseball grounds, there's a pleasant, shallow riverside spot where families often play near the field. This area is often a couple of degrees cooler than central Kyoto, making it a pleasant escape in summer. Following the Kamo River north from around Kyoto Station to the aforementioned Hiragino Weir, a distance of 10 kilometers, you ascend about 50 to 60 meters, roughly the same elevation as the top of Kyoto Station or Touji 5-story pagoda. This gradient is 4 to 6 times steeper than that of the rivers flowing from Nara, Shiga, and Arashiyama, which join and flow together into Osaka Bay. This swift current not only defines the Kamo River's role in flood control, but also shapes its shimmering waters and the sound of its flow, nurturing a beauty and charm found nowhere else. Kyoto Prefecture's 2010 Kamo River Improvement Plan, a 30-year vision, guides ongoing flood control and landscape works in the downstream area south of Kyoto Station. On a future visit to Kyoto, you may find an even more beautiful riverside landscape awaiting you. Thank you for spending your time. Hope to meet again on the road.